Yet another episode of Monster Hunter World. So, last time we were playing this, we just had to deal with that long intro. I mean, it's good story content, but I've seen the story, so it was kind of boring for me, and I'm sure it was for some of you. So, we're just going to go ahead and dive into it. This episode, we're hoping to get into some serious action. So, before we begin, I wanted to go over some of the equipment in this game. So, first, I just have to pick one to get it started, and then we're going to actually go over what each one of these do. I always prefer the hammer, but
want to get going?
We're gonna actually go into this a little bit. So,
once you're ready, head to
this is the housekeeper.
I'll be there waiting with a quest.
You can get more familiar
This is
with
the
the
housekeeper.
weapons in the training area. Just talk to the housekeeper to get started.
This is the housekeeper. Housekeeper is who controls the DLCs and stuff like that, as well as the handler's outfits. Fortunately, I don't have any of the outfits unlocked, but there's a ton of different outfits you can put her in. Some of them quite cute. This one I actually have on my PC version. They gave it, it was just one that was naturally causing, like it just happened. It was like an event. And this was around when Resident Evil 2 or 3 came out. I can't remember originally, but plays as the tyrant. But cute little outfits. But we're going to go to the training area real quick. We're going to talk about, sorry about that. We're going to talk about each one of the weapons a little bit more.
Okay, let's run through the hunting
Okay.
basics. First, ready your weapon. The hammer is a mighty close-range weapon that can stun monsters with blows to the head.
Okay, I didn't remember how to do the Clutch Claw. So, the Clutch Claw is a special item that's given by the Iceborne DLC. You do not get it unless you have the Iceborne DLC installed.
You can use the slinger with your weapon drawn. Look for the perfect moment.
You can use the item box to manage
So,
your inventory.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to start off at the beginning. This is the Buster Sword. Okay? It's a big, heavy weapon.
The great sword is a
there are
powerful
several games that
close-range weapon.
use, well,
Though attacks leave
the
you wide
great sword.
open, the payoff is well worth it.
So, the Great Sword
You can
is a
use
very
the
common
slinger with
weapon.
your weapon
The
drawn.
most...
Look for the perfect moment, then fire.
Okay, shut up. I can't talk with you talking over me. So, this is the Great Sword. Some of you may recognize it from, like, say, Final Fantasy VII, where Cloud actually used a Great Sword. It's a very common weapon. So, I don't know much about this weapon. So that's the basic attack premise of it. Now, I've used the Great Sword a little bit. I'm not a huge fan. Your best bet, this is a good weapon if you're working in tandem with a hammer user, because they can stun them, and then you can come in for a really killer attack. But I'm not a huge fan of it. So it's a pretty good weapon. It's just not. I'm not a huge fan. It's slow, even beyond slower than the hammer. So let's move on to the katana. This is a weapon I haven't messed with personally, but I have a few friends that use the
A
katana.
close-range weapon designed for cutting attacks. Gather your spirit to increase its power.
I think it just seemed like too slow of a weapon for a long-bladed weapon. Doesn't help these barrels are not a good test subject for this, but it's not a bad weapon, I suppose. So overall, actually not too bad. Messing with that a little bit. That might actually be kind of fun to mess with. We'll see. As a katana does slicing damage, which is kind of cool. So let's move on to the hunter's knife. This is considered the easiest weapon to get into in this game.
Set that focuses on agility and dodging. It's great for beginners.
You need to load the slinger with some ammo. See anything useful lying around?
You know I can do that. One second. Alright, sorry about that. Not bad. I'd consider messing with it. Alright, next up, the dual blades. Now, I have used these before. These are actually my starting weapon when I first started playing this game.
The dual blades are close-range weapons made for hitting prey with a flurry of attacks. Demon mode is super strong, but it eats up stamina.
And now you can see why I like them. Yeah, I love the dual blades. They can get a lot of damage in very quickly. Now you're about to see my primary weapon. It's a very steady, heavy-handed weapon that I've learned to master. I should show you guys the sliding attacks too. It's just my primary weapon. I beat most of the game using the hammer, so it was my primary. I loved it. So I'm going to show you this weapon. I hate it, and I will not use it, but I will show it to you. So.
The hunting horn is a close-range support weapon that plays status-buffing melodies. Buff yourself and the team to gain the upper hand.
See, it's not a bad weapon, and if you're playing with a player that knows how to do it, it's a great like combo weapon. But by itself, it sucks. Now you may notice up there at the top left, my stamina bar has increased, my health bar's gone up a little bit, and that was something because of the horn. It's a magical weapon that can actually heal you and create special status effects, which is cool, but it's just not my cup of tea. Okay, this is a lance. It's a pretty good weapon, I'd say.
A lance is a close-range weapon set with strong defensive capabilities. Guard while waiting for a chance to strike. You can use the slinger.
The main thing I don't like about this weapon
perfect moment, then fire.
is that it's about standing still and just basically letting them come to you and then you charge them with it. You have to be very defensive with this weapon. Yeah, not a huge fan. It removes too much mobility for me, but it does seem like a good weapon for some people. The iron gun lance. I think this is a very similar weapon. The only difference is the lance is a little bit different.
The gun lance is a close-range weapon that also fires shells. Find an opening and down your prey with Wyvern's fire.
So yeah, the movement, very... It's just too lack of mobility for me. But it's similar to the lance, just more focused around gunfire and stuff like that. And this is a weapon I've considered using. Can't remember what it's called, a switch axe, yeah.
The switch axe has two forms, axe and sword. Power up the sword attacks by injecting them with file energy.
Get a lot of attack in very quickly. When it's in sword mode, it can move a lot quicker.
The weapon is losing its sharpness. Create some distance to use a whetstone.
See, that's a pretty good weapon. Get a lot. Now, with this game, I want it to be known that I am willing to try using a different weapon type. I'm going to start with a hammer, just because that's my primary weapon, but if somebody wants to see me...
Sword and axe. Store up energy in a file, then release it through the axe.
See, this is kind of like the opposite of that last weapon. It starts as a sword and goes to an axe rather than the other way around. It's not bad. It's not a bad weapon, but again, not my favorite. Insect glaive. This one I wanted to like back when I was first playing this game. I was like, this is going to be the weapon for me.
The insect glaive is a close-range weapon that lets you control insects.
The problem is this weapon relies heavily on the little insect thing. You basically have to get a metric ton of damage in the air. And even the damage in the air is like cut in half compared to the damage on the ground, which makes it a very annoying weapon. From here, I think it's like all ranged weapons, and I have no intention of doing any ranged weapons. So we're going to go ahead and leave it with that. I'm going to start with the hammer. And like I said at the beginning of the video, just a minute ago, if there's a weapon you guys want to see me play with that you would like, just let me know. But we're going to start out with the hammer. Okay, once you're done, go meet up with your handler at the canteen for a sign-up
Handlers
for a
sort through the
quest.
research commission's leads. And the ones
Okay.
they deem worth our attention become quests.
So now, it's kind of at the point where I get to decide what to do. Alright,
Over
Nobby.
here.
Don't you hey me. Okay, I think I might be able to level up this weapon at the beginning. Like I said in the last video, I'm not gonna... Let's go ahead and go up to the workshop. I'm gonna talk about this stuff a little bit. I didn't really get to talk about the workshop much in the last episode, so... Workshop, like he said, is going to be the place you're at the most, and he is right. I spent more time in this workshop than anywhere else in the game. Oh, I may not be able to do it until after the first mission. Now, you may not be noticing all the exclamation points over people's heads. Those are side quests. We will be going around and collecting those here soon. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright,
Right
we're
on
going to
time.
talk to the handler and get our
Oh,
first
yeah.
quest.
What are we waiting for? The new world awaits.
Sorry, I just kind of skipped through most of that. So, the quests are set up like this. There's assigned, optional, investigations, events, and special assignments. So all these things will unlock as we play the game. Right now, we've just begun, so... And yes, most of the quests in this game are multiplayer. But if there's a cutscene you haven't watched, it forces you to watch that before other players can join you. Come on, today game. Guess we'll just sit here and wait to say, oh, you can go now. There it is. It only took 10 years. The game moves so much slower than my PCs did.
Alright, this is our first job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1, complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right? Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done to complete that objective. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagress. Let's check the map. We ran into some Jagress on the way to base. The small monsters, remember? I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out? Rule number 2. Use the supply. The Commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest. They're in the supply box over there. Have a look and decide what you should take along. Ready to go.
Okay, so the supply box is a really nice thing in the early game because they give you a lot of free shit.
Hey, partner.
And it's quite useful. Why are you not letting me take that? Whatever.
Want to get going?
That was the plan.
Uh-huh. Be careful. Ready your weapon before attacking. Keep in mind that what you're able to do depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn. When you're investigating or gathering items, you'll generally want to keep your weapon sheathed.
Forgot what button it was to grab
You can gather
items.
honey and mix it with a potion to make mega potions.
I already
I'll
knew
mark
that.
gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
Over here!
Don't tell me where to go.
You can use that as slinger ammo. Great for getting a monster's attention or creating a distraction.
A pack of Jagress! Those are the monsters we're after!
Let's see how you hold up when you're on your own. They're on the run. Don't let them get away. Grab all the monster materials you can. You can use them at the smithy.
Yeah, you always want to make sure you carve up the monsters once you kill them so you can get resources from them. If it pops up a text box every time you open the items, that means that they are items you haven't gotten before.
Whoops. Use whatever you can. Keep it together, okay?
That'll stun them for a second so I can carve up some of these.
Dodge their attacks. You don't want to take hits like that head on.
I know how dodging works.
Okay, let's head home and report back to the old man.
I have about 50 seconds left. Alright, I'm gonna hit this mining crop over here. You'll find all kinds of various resources while you're exploring the game. Those things will leave me alone. Okay. That's pretty much it. Cool. First very boring quest is over. I don't like these quests where you just slay the little monsters. It's such a boring time. That's okay. This next quest is going to be a little more entertaining.
Good to see you.
Uh-huh.
And listen up.
All right.
All right.
Get that turned
Now that
off.
you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
Event manager. Okay, now we can go to the workshop. All right.
There you are, Fiber.
Alright, so this is the weapon that they give you the stuff to make here in a minute. And as you can tell, the damage from this does 416. That does 676. And it has a blast element. It's a bit overpowered off of the get-go. So, we're going to avoid using that defender tree, at least for now. I would rather you guys be able to experience what it's like to play like this. So we're going to upgrade the main tree since I found some iron. And we found nothing from any of those trees yet, so we can't really do anything with it yet. But we did level it up a little bit, got it about 52 more damage, and it's in the green sharpness now, so it'll last a little bit longer. I know how all this works. Forge. Yes, I know how this works too. Weapons. Hammer. See, this is the defender hammer. It literally costs 1 iron, and it does more than double what mine does. So we're going to go ahead and make the bone bludgeon, because it does more damage to the weapon I've already got. And I'll probably already be able to upgrade it, so I'll probably use the bone bludgeon for now. Okay. Yeah, definitely going to use that because that is a big upgrade. So we're at 468, now we're at 572. It does not have green sharpness, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. We have not fought any big monsters yet, so we still have a ways to go. But this does a lot of damage. I don't know who the fuck Topher is. I think, because I want to change my online status. I don't plan on playing with anyone right now. I'd rather play solo right now. Of course the quest board don't work yet. Alright, so we're just going with the handler for now. Get my login bonus. Can't even use jewels yet. Damn. Guess I know what a snow fight is. Okay, so before we go anywhere, I want to get into the equipment box here. Manage my items. Okay, I really have no use for any of this stuff, so I don't use ranged weapons, so none of that stuff does me any good. Okay. I'll take some ancient potions. That's useful. Okay, that's good. Go talk to the handler.
Hey there, partner. Ah! You can pick up quests from the quest board, too. It lists the
Oh, can I
same
now?
quests that I've got, so don't worry about having to check 2 places.
You say that most of the time it tells me to talk to the handler.
We're on the hunt.
It isn't until like halfway through the main story that... It isn't until halfway through the main story that we can even, like just continuously just hit the quest board. Alright. 1 player, no passcode. I don't care about a lucky voucher. I didn't waste a lucky voucher on such an early tier mission. Now we just gotta wait for it to let us join. Oh. So this quest is fighting Kestodons, which is a low ranger, but it will end up being a monster fight. We end up chasing down another while in the progress. Sometime today, the game will let me actually join the quest. This was slow on the PC. This is way slower on the Xbox. There it is. Whew.
Okay, our job
All right.
is to cull a certain number of Kestodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
Oh, have they now?
Ah, there we are. Those, my friend, are Kestodon. Let's see you take them out on your own. Be careful. Not bad. All right, let's look for another group. Be careful. The Kestodon are the least of your worries. There are a lot bigger monsters lurking in this forest. The endemic life around here can come in handy during a hunt. Try to learn as much as you can about them.
I remember the first time I played this, watching these things freak out was always freaky. You're just like, what are they running from?
Huh. Be careful.
Damn it. Alright, you are pissing
Good
me
work.
off.
That just about wraps up our work here. Wait. Hey, come here. I think I found something.
Now, I don't know if those birds would actually do anything to the dead animals that I'm harvesting, but I didn't want it to I didn't want to chance it. Alright, rude.
Here. Look at those Kestodon. Something's up there. Now!
Yep. This is that great Jagress that we ran into.
Gotcha! Alright, partner. New assignment incoming. Take down that great Jagress. If you're not ready,
You
can
always want to
return
be picking
base
up
and take
skid
on the great
marks
Jagress
and
quest later.
other tracks and stuff of
Wanna get
monsters
going?
you're hunting because it makes it easier to find them in the future.
If you need to call your friends for help, go to the menu and select SOS Flare to signal them. And you're going to need friends when you go up against some of the tougher monsters. In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster, we need to keep finding traces of it. Like footprints, for example.
I already sharpened it. Stop it.
Good. You're turning
There
up
he
a
is.
lot of clues. You're
Turning
less
up a lot
likely
of
to
clues.
lose
He's
sight
right in
a
front of me.
monster if you use the focus camera. Yeah! You've mounted the monster. Now's your chance to topple it. Okay, it's down. Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up. Flies as a guide and will lead you right to it. Okay, the monster's tired. Now's your chance to deal some serious damage.
Jagresses are not hard monsters to fight. I've done this a few thousand times. Okay,
That's
I'll
a
take
piercing
that.
pod, a powerful
Pick up
type
his
of slinger
footprint.
ammo. That's able to pierce the thick shell of
Sharpen my
monsters.
thing. Alright, let's chase him down.
Watch out when a monster's enraged. It's better to hold off on your claw until things calm down a bit.
Oh boy, that monster's really mad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
See? The spot you hit has been softened up. You can move around while grappled to a monster, but it'll burn through your stamina.
See this spot on his arm? Because I used the grappling claw, it weakened it, making it so that when he takes no damage right there.
Okay, let's head back and report to the old man.
trying to scare them off. There, now I can harvest all these things in peace. Okay, got quite a bit of stuff there.
I think we got a lead.
Puke puke. Puke puke feathers.
Maybe. Let's check it out. Hey.
That is a puke puke.
Well, you were right. There's our mark. Something's got him agitated. Look over there. What in the heck is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You think it's from Zora Magdaros?
I'd like to find out. But we better report back first. All right?
All right. That's some pretty good stuff. Go ahead and collect it. Alright, so now that we finished fighting the Great Jagress, which is about the easiest monster in the game, or second easiest, there's another one that's probably just as easy, but so what I may end up doing with this game, because there's so many quests in this game, especially with the Iceborne DLC, I may end up doing like the side quest off camera. So that way I can like get extra stuff to make weapons and tools and stuff like that. Just so that way it makes progression a little bit quicker instead of having to grind out for the main series. Unless you guys want to see like a long live stream of me playing Monster Hunter World, which could be arranged. We shall see. But it really depends on you guys. If you guys want to see like really long live streams, preferably when I'm not so damn tired.
I see.
Then I can see about doing that.
Want to get going?
Puke Puke territory, yep. Yep.
Once
Okay.
the camp is set up, you can go after that Puke Puke.
I wonder where the resource center is.
Okay. Let us go up to the workshop again real quick. I go up here pretty much every time I finish a mission. He's got a side quest too.
Reminds me. Have a good.
It's like a practice quest to learn how to use the clutch claw.
There you are, Fiver.
Let's see. Great Jagress tree should be... Actually, where is the Great Jagress tree? Guess I haven't unlocked it or something? That's a good question. That is a good question. I guess I haven't unlocked enough to find anything. no telling. I know with the ore tree, it's just a matter of like just consistently mining ores in different areas and stuff. But like I said, I'm probably gonna do like side quests and stuff like that off camera, so that way it just speeds up the process. Like unless you guys really want to see me do like a long live stream where I do all quests over stream. That can be arranged. I just need to know what you guys want to see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell down below to let you know when I upload videos to YouTube. Also, check the link down in the description is a link to my Twitch channel. So that way, if you guys want to watch me go live, you sure can do that. Otherwise, for now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So I'll see all of your beautiful faces in the next video.